What's up, world? We back yet again, here with another video to feed the streets, because I know they hungry for the content now. If you like reaction videos, if you like looking at body cam, if you just as nosy as I am, go ahead and hit that sub button, because we are pushing 1,600 subs. We try and get to 25 by next weekend. I ain't gonna wrap y'all up too much. This is the story of Adrien Broner, twin brother. If y'all don't know who Adrien Broner, twin brother is, you ain't alone. Shit, I ain't know who he was either until he popped up out the cut, and I'm like,
this nigga looks just like Adrien Broner, low key.
And then they talk about twin brothers, and I'm like, where this shit come from? So if you knew, shame on y'all for not saying nothing. If you ain't know, or if you did know, we about to get into the story of, you know what I'm saying, his life a little bit deeper into who he is. So go ahead, get comfortable, roll that J up, throw them trees up in the air. Throw a like on this video. We about to learn something together. We about to learn something together.
It's your boy X-Man here, BodySocials.com with twin Adrien Broner's brother. How you doing, man?
What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Dre. You already know.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. This is real.
Really, nigga?
This is real.
Before the Broner name became known around the boxing world, it belonged to two boys growing up on Cincinnati's west side. Adrien Broner was born on July 28, 1989, just minutes apart from his fraternal twin brother, Adrien. They grew up in the same household, attended the same schools, shared the same friends, and spent their childhood in the same neighborhood. To the people around them, they weren't separate stories. They were simply the Broner twins. The hood called them both twin. Their stepfather, Thomas Knight, believed boys needed structure before the streets gave them something else.
The gloves on
weed,
me, and they put the gloves on my twin, and me and him was fighting.
That belief led both twins into boxing while they were still young. The gym became part of everyday life. School ended, then it was time to train. Running came before relaxation. Jump rope became before television. Sparring came before hanging around
Now
outside.
look.
Andre adopted.
Now look, first and foremost, nothing to do with the video. Don't you say nothing about this little ass J y'all about to see me roll. Don't say nothing, all right? I'm cutting back. I'm cutting back.
To boxing almost immediately. He wasn't a kid in the gym struggling to keep up. He was the kid everyone noticed. As the twins grew through the amateur ranks, people inside the gym began realizing Andre possessed unusual natural ability. His timing came naturally. He stayed calm under pressure. He understood distance and angles at an age when most young fighters were still learning about basic fundamentals. Years later, Adrien Broner confirmed what many people inside their boxing circle had believed all along. Andre was the better fighter.
And was the better fighter?
To be a great fighter.
Yeah, you know that.
You took a break.
Yeah, you know, I had to do what I had to do.
It's
Adrien Broner
scary
had
though,
repeated
y'all.
that
Like, for me to not have known, I'm not ashamed of saying I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed of saying I ain't know something. People be pressed to act like they knew some shit, and then catch yourself getting embarrassed, trying to lie on some shit just cause you don't want to look foolish. But let me look foolish. I did not know, and now that this shit is out there, it's just blowing my mind every time I see him, every time I hear him talk, every time I see him do something. It's just like, this nigga look like Adrien Broner. And I know that's the wildest shit you can say about twins. Duh. Of course somebody gonna look just like their twin. But it's just something about it.
Republicly more than once. Whenever people
y'all know
actually
how it
didn't
is
hesitate
when
to
you
give
run into
Andre
somebody you ain't know they had a
according
twin.
to AB,
Same
his twin
difference,
was the
yo,
one
same
naturally
difference.
gifted boxer growing up. The brothers sharpened each other because they spent countless rounds sparring together. Neither one could surprise the other for very long. Every strength was tested. Every
this Jay
weakness
Little.
was exposed. Those rounds helped both boys improve, but the intention inside the gym consistently stayed on Andre.
Look, when I get more subs, when I get more views and all that, and the more money get the raking in, I gotta be responsible. All right. Being an entrepreneur.
As Andre's amateur career
You
continued,
gotta
he
be more
made an
responsible.
unexpected proposal to his stepfather. He wanted permission to quit boxing. Not immediately, though, only if he accomplished one goal first. Andre told him that if he won the national championships, he wanted to walk away from the sport forever. He accepted. It sounded like a safe agreement. Winning a national title isn't something young fighters casually accomplish. Most spend years trying and never reach the top of the podium.
Well, let me
That
guess, he
boy
did.
Andre believed he could. When the tournament arrived, he proved it. period. Adrien Broner won the Nationals. The championship instantly made him one of the most accomplished young amateur fighters to come out of Cincinnati during that time period. Most boxers would have looked at that victory as the beginning of a professional career. Andre looked at it as the finish line. True to the promise he made beforehand, he walked away from boxing. Unlike most, he didn't announce a comeback. 6 months later, he didn't test the professional rank. He didn't return for another amateur run. His career ended exactly where he said it would, after the Nationals. The decision surprised people who knew how talented Dre was. From the outside, it didn't make sense. The national championship, the fighter his own twin publicly called the best boxer, leaving the sport voluntarily. But Andre never changed his mind. While one twin continued building toward a professional future, Andre stepped
I'm gonna say that a couple times in this
different
video. I
stage
just
of
wanna
his
let y'all
life.
know that.
Without tournaments and training camps filling every week, his world became much larger than the boxing gym. Like countless teenagers growing up in Cincinnati, Dre was now balancing family, friends, the streets, and the everyday pressures that came with the trenches of West Side Cincinnati. Life outside the ropes demanded different decisions. Discipline that came from organized boxing was no longer set in a schedule. Every day brought bad influences, new people, new opportunities, some wild, some dangerous. The transition happened during one of the most important periods in any young person's life. Teenage years are often where direction is established. Jump head first in the streets or fall back. For Dre, they will become the years that will change everything. The same young man who had stood on top of the podium suddenly found himself facing challenges that couldn't be solved with talent or hard work inside a ring. Before long, Adrien Broner's name would leave the sports pages altogether. It would enter the criminal justice system, and the biggest fight of his life will begin outside the ropes.
Not him saying that and then it being the title. Like, it would have been smoother if he would have the fight outside the ropes and then just let it roll on. Like, or chapter 5, like outside the rope. I mean, I guess that's what he did, but still. Or not introduce it at all.
Boxing exactly the way he promised.
Still good content.
The national championship became the final achievement of his amateur career, and life immediately started moving in a different direction. Instead of preparing for another tournament, Andre was learning how to live without the structure that had shaped him since childhood. Then everything stopped. As a teenager, Dre became part of the criminal investigation that would alter the course of his life. He and AB were arrested in connection with the same case, placing both of them inside the Hamilton County criminal justice system at the same time. The allegations were serious. According to the Broner family, both brothers were facing charges that exposed them to a possible 57-year prison sentence.
And you've been through some things in your past.
See, I don't even know who this is. Like, at this point, I don't even know who this is. Like, sue me. You know I love to say it. But which one is this? Is this Adrien or Andre at this point? It looked like Andre, but watch he start talking, it's gonna be Adrien. Watch.
7 years in jail. So let's talk about that.
I mean, what can I say? I was wild. I was wild when I was younger.
Adrien.
You know, I've watered down a lot, you know, but, you know, somehow I always find myself back in trouble. And like my lawyer said, you know, everything's going to be okay. You know, now it's just time to stay focused and make better decisions.
Yeah.
For Dre, that number wasn't something he read in a newspaper.
And when lawyers say that to y'all, trust me, they banking on y'all making a decision that's going to need them again. All right, they love y'all, but they need that bread. They need that check.
It was attached to his own future. The shit happened almost overnight. One day he was a teenager trying to figure out life after boxing. The next, he was sitting inside the Hamilton County Justice Center, waiting for attorneys, court dates, and decisions that could determine the rest of his life. The routine inside the jail quickly replaced everything else. Wake-up call, count, meals, lockdown, phone calls, court appearances, repeat. Days started blending together. The calendar mattered more than the clock. Every hearing became another chance to learn whether freedom was getting closer or slipping further away. Outside the jail, family members fought a different battle. Some say their stepfather tried to keep the family together while navigating attorneys, legal strategy, and the emotional weight of watching both twins sit behind bars. Every visit carried uncertainty. Nobody could promise how the case would end. Nobody could promise when Andre would come home. For a teenager, jail changes your perspective quickly. Simple things disappear. Walking outside whenever whenever you want, seeing family every day, choosing
Yeah, I couldn't
what
go
to
to jail.
eat,
I did a
sleeping in
weekend,
your
y'all.
own
I do
bed.
the
Freedom
story time on
becomes
that,
something
but
you appreciate only after
never
it's gone.
again.
Andre
Kudos
experienced
to
all of
y'all.
that before reaching adulthood. The criminal case also changed the way the people viewed him. In Cincinnati, the gym remembered the young national champion. Now his name was attached to felony charges instead of amateur boxing. Rumors spread across neighborhoods long before facts reached the public. Some believed Dre and AB would spend most of their lives in prison. Others believed the case would eventually collapse. Andre couldn't control any of those conversations, though.
Really, nigga?
The picture under the pillow, I mean, I'm sure that's really a thing. But I mean, for a B-roll, let's be real. Picture under the pillow, nah. I'm believing it more if he peeling that mug off the wall. You feel me? Like I believe him more if you peel sticky tape off the wall,
His
or
attention
if you
stayed
look up at
inside
the
the
wall,
courtroom
touch
as
the
the
picture
legal
type
process
shit.
continued.
Under the
Attorneys
pillow.
challenged the evidence while prosecutors continued presenting their case. Months of stress and worry followed before the outcome finally became clear. The decades-long prison sentence that once seemed possible never became reality. Andre walked out of the Hamilton County Justice Center with his freedom, but the experience had already changed him. Life doesn't return to normal after spending months wondering whether you'll lose the rest of it. The criminal case forced Andre to start over. He wasn't returning to the life he had before the arrest. He was entering adulthood, carrying an experience most young men don't have to face.
Like how he did that one.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great.
The case behind him, Andre turned his attention toward building something completely different.
Music.
He wasn't looking for another boxing gym. He wasn't looking backwards. For the first time in
Fucking
his life,
studio.
he began chasing something outside the sport that had once defined him.
Everybody want to be a
Music.
rapper.
Once the criminal case was over, Dre found himself starting over. His life wasn't being measured by boxing scorecards anymore. The next chapter wouldn't be built inside a boxing gym or a courtroom. It would be built around rapping with AB as part of the band
AB
camp.
was a
What's up
rapper
with the band
too.
camp, man?
Everybody
I know
want to
y'all
be
got
a
the music
rapper.
going.
Oh yeah, we should be going on tour after this, man. We gonna hit the tour with Lil Wayne and them, man.
Oh, definitely. That's gonna be huge. That's gonna be big.
Music had always been around him. Hip-hop was part of the culture he grew up in on Cincinnati's west side. Local artists were recording. Neighborhood studios stayed busy. Freestyle sessions were part of everyday life in the hood. Dre had spent years expressing himself through boxing. Now he wanted to express himself through music. He began writing lyrics and recording songs, taking the same competitive mindset that once pushed him in boxing and applying it to another craft. Building records required patience. According to his twin, Adrien Broner, verses were rewritten, hooks were changed, songs were recorded over until they sounded right. Some say Dre wasn't treating music like a hobby. He wanted to become a rapper. That ambition became public
And he could
in
have.
2012 when Dre appeared alongside AB in the music video for Cook by Bandcamp, The Problem, Time Dre Day. The project showed them working together creatively instead of competitively. For
Play a
people
snippet.
who only knew the Broner name through boxing, it offered a completely different look at Dre.
Got two bad bitches. Water whipping crack. After that, Dre, they do the aftermath when I am. Alright, okay. Show you how to stack some cash. Them mother niggas ain't doing shit. Them mother niggas ain't doing that.
The music
Ass. It's like nah. It's like nah. Hey, look. That would have sold something back in the day, like back early 2010s. That would have sold something. Early 2008, 2009. That would have did something. Back in the New Boys days and all that when we was all in high school.
video also showed another side of the twins' relationship. Their connection wasn't just limited to childhood boxing memories. Even after Dre had left the sport, they still shared creative interests and spent time building projects together. Dre hoped music could become his next chapter, and AB would finance the movement, going on to make
He looked like
multiple
Big
rap
Boy a little
videos
bit.
of
I
his
ain't gonna lie.
own.
20,000 for the bill. Only drink it if it's chill. And my office getting here. Now I'm feeling like Bill.
As the years passed,
Now that was ass. I'm not gonna lie. Now that was ass. He could keep that. I'm not gonna lie. He can keep that. And I know music is a form of expression. Shit. I'd be lying if I say I ain't write nothing down and record something before. But it's because I want to hear it. So I mean I feel it. Respect to him. He made it further than I did. Shit, I ain't shoot no music
Their lives
videos.
naturally moved into different directions. AB's career required training camps, media appearances, and constant travel. Dre stayed home more often, living a much quieter life outside of the boxing spotlight. That difference slowly changed how the public viewed him. One brother became
Free Dirk. Y'all seen Dirk in the background?
Boxing spotlight. That difference.
That's Dirk. That's Dirk before he evolved to Dirkio. No, this is Dirkio before he evolved to Dirk.
Like, slowly changed how the public viewed
back in the
him.
times.
One brother became recognized everywhere he went. The other became increasingly private. Dre rarely gave interviews. He wasn't active in boxing media.
Man, it's gonna be a show, man. That's all I'm gonna say about it, man. It's gonna be a show. It's sold out. I'm just happy to be here, man.
You're Adrien Broner's twin. What's it like to be the twin of AB?
I didn't know this
man, I
shit.
live a normal life, man, like anybody else. I like doing stuff normal people do.
How talented is your brother?
I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give him 10.5.
Didn't spend years documenting his life online. Because so little information came directly from him, people began filling in the blanks with assumptions. Some claimed they knew why he left boxing. Others claimed they knew what he was doing. Most of those stories came from people who had no...
Let's be real here. Let's be real here. I just thought about this shit. These niggas could have been the nigga version of Serena and Venus Williams, of boxing. That's like we got Abdullah Mason and his brothers doing the Spider-Man picture. That could have been them. Of course, you can't do that with just two people, but it could have been them. These motherfuckers look smack alike. It's hard to even say they fraternal twins. They look identical. I'm just saying it. In my opinion. Now, it could be a height difference. But hey, I've been saying them on stream, they look pretty much the same height.
Very little about his private life became public after he shifted his attention away from boxing. While his brother remained one of boxing's most recognized personalities, Dre chose a completely different lifestyle. That decision kept him away from headline for years. Outside of occasional family appearances and old music clips, very little of Dre's life reached the public. As time passed, an entire generation of boxing fans grew up knowing the Broner name without realizing AB even had a twin brother. That would all change in 2026. Dre unexpectedly appeared alongside his brother again during the crash.
All right, so Chad, I wasn't the only one. We wasn't the only ones. Honestly, we don't care if we the only ones or not. Like we never cared about the opinion of somebody else. Oh, you late? Yeah. All right, whatever. I've told people they've been late. So I mean, shit. We all sit in the seat at some point. But dang, bruh.
That's our boy.
14 years and I'm just now finding out.
Never heard his story.
I'm just now finding out.
Know who he was and where he had been all those years. For the first time in a long time, people weren't just talking about AB. They were asking about Adrien Broner. For years, his name rarely surfaced in the public. Most of the attention surrounding the Broner twins focused on boxing, leaving Andre almost completely outside the spotlight. He wasn't chasing publicity or trying to insert himself into conversations that centered on his brother. He continued living his life privately while the public knew very little about what came next. Dre's appearance alongside AB during the live stream introduced him to an audience that in many cases had never heard of him before. Younger viewers weren't discovering the former amateur national champion.
Your man looked like Kyrie Irving when he did that one movie when he was an old dude.
That's what Andre for the first time. That appearance immediately created curiosity. People wanted to know where he had been. They wanted to know what happened after boxing. They wanted to understand why they had never heard his story. Andre was never a public figure. Andre didn't answer those questions through interviews or lengthy explanations. He simply appeared beside AB for their birthday, allowing people to see him without having to explain or rewrite his past. One moment from that live stream stood out more than any other. As the brothers prepared to celebrate another birthday together, Dre sat down for a fresh haircut while cameras continued rolling.
For a long time. Like, you ain't never seen me on none of his videos?
I think so. Like I think that I just went through a memory loss for a minute.
He did some shit on one of his fights where he gave me some cake. He gave me a cake.
A cake?
He gave me a big ass cake.
Birthday cake.
A birthday cake, yeah. He gave it to me and we was on TV.
So who was born first?
He was. He 10 minutes older.
You didn't box too?
10 minutes?
I'm nice. I beat the shit out of somebody, man.
Hey, I don't want no problems.
I mean,
I
hey.
hope nobody don't. Cause I'ma bring the motherfuckers straight to you.
I don't want this cake to go to me. Where my twin brother at?
Okay, this must be the cake right here.
I want the cake to go to him. I got a lot of cake. Now they try to give me the cake, but baby bro, I'm gonna give you the cake. Cause God has blessed me and he gave me a lot of cake, so I can give some away. This cake to you, baby bro.
That's what's up. I mean, he probably didn't even think he was going to like the cake, but I mean,
media appearance.
The deeper, it's the deeper root, you know what I'm saying?
Ahead of their birthday, something that longtime followers of AB appreciated because moments like that had become rare in public. For people who remembered the twins from childhood, it was another reminder that their relationship had
every time he showed this scene, I think it's a high-speed chase. I'm sorry. I've been looking at too much body cam.
Questions about Dre's past quickly spread across social media. Old interview resurfaced. Clips of AB talking about Dre being the best boxer circulated again. The 2012 music video found a new audience. Casual boxing fans suddenly realized there was another Broner story that had never been really heard. Even with that renewed attention, they remained consistent with
that
the
man like he gonna stab him.
You can best believe me, he's not gonna launch a media tour.
Look at him,
he's not
bro.
gonna begin chasing.
He's like the dude that be staring at people
Instead,
from the
I can
corner
guarantee
at parties
you,
and
he will remain
gatherings
largely
and
private, revealing only what he chooses to.
Anybody know him? Who bought him? He tried to like Adrien Broner, but none of us know Adrien Broner. Who was that nigga? He looked like the one dude that just stand in the corner, hold the wall up, and just stare at everybody. You good? You want some water? No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, sure. Appreciate you though.
Reveal. It was decisions like that that had left much of Adrien Broner adult life known only to people close to him. Cincinnati knows about the talented young boxer who won the Nationals. The public knows about the criminal case that changed he and AB's teenage years. Beyond those chapters, much of Dre's story belongs to Andre. In the era where people document every meal, every vacation, and every opinion for strangers online, Dre chose a different approach. He built a life away from constant public attention, even though the curiosity around him continued to grow. Today, interest in Adrien Broner is even stronger than it has been in years because people are finally looking beyond the famous last name and asking about the man himself. Some questions have answers, others remain known only to Andre and the people who have shared his journey from the very beginning. And maybe that's fitting. Not every story ends with complete access. Some stories end with respect for the parts that were never meant to be public.
Oh, I thought he had more to say. Shit. Meant to be public. Where we at with it? That was it? Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. I bang with his, who is this? 504 Street Chronicles Worldwide. Go subscribe to him. I ain't gonna lie. I'm cool with his content, but I promise you, every time his videos end, I never know it's about to end. There's no lead up to it. There's nothing. There's just a end. And it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Go subscribe to him. Drop a subscribe to me. We pushing 1,600. We got to do more hip hop news too. We gonna get more. We gonna get into that hip hop news shit too. Not about to be just body cam. All right. I just like being nosy. That's my thing. I gotta get back into my scary comp too. We gotta do another scary live. That shit was crazy. I might end up going live this evening. The world may never know until later this evening. Cause I said this evening like it ain't 7-11. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. All right.